Hello everyone, this is Raman Rana here, Cambridge International School, Dasua. Today in this video, I will discuss all subjective questions 51 to 56 of your August assessment which held on 10th of August. Question number 51, a right angle triangle is given in which hypotenuse is 6, altitude is x and its base is 2x minus 3. So here first we have to show that 5x square minus 12x minus 27 is equal to 0. So here by Pythagoras theorem, for first part, by Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse square, base square plus perpendicular square is equal to hypotenuse square. So here we have, that is 2x minus 3 whole square plus x square is equal to 6 whole square. So here we have 6 whole square, that is 36, and here that is 4x square plus 9 minus of 12x, which implies that 5x square minus of 12x plus 9 minus 36 is equal to 0. So what we have? We have 5x square minus of 12x minus of 27 is equal to 0. So this is our first part. That is, we have to show that from this given triangle, the sides are given, hypotenuse is 6, base and the altitude, that is the height, is given in terms of x. So we have proved that 5x square minus 12x minus of 27 is equal to 0. Now this is the quadratic equations. Second part, we have to solve this quadratic equations up to 2 decimal positions. So we have now the two options, either with the completing square method or directly with the quadratic formula. So P part, we know the value, the roots of the equations, they are minus of b plus minus under root b square minus of 4ac upon 2a, right? So here by substituting the value, what we got? We got here minus of b, that minus of b is minus of minus 12. So here minus of minus 12 plus minus b square, minus of 12 square is 144, and minus of 4 ac, a is 12 and c is 27. So here minus again will be plus, and here 2a, that is 10. So we will get the two values. One is 12 plus minus, we will solve here, that is 144, and here that is 20 into, that is 140, that is 486, that is 144, that is 684 divided by 10, right? So here we get two values. One is one value, that is 12 plus under root 684 upon 10, and another is 12 minus under root 684 upon 10. So here with the help of your calculator you can find the one value, that is the positive value here, that is 3.82, right? And whereas the negative value, so here the one value of x we are getting, that is 3.82, and here the length is positive 1, whereas the second value, that is minus of 1 point. So we have to neglect this second value, because length cannot be negative. So we will move ahead for the next part, that is calculate the perimeter of the triangle with the help of this side, that is 3.82, right? So with this we can go ahead for the perimeter of the triangle. In second part, we have solved the value of x. We'll go for the positive value of x, that is 3.82, whereas the another value, that is minus of 1.42. I have written it separately, it is 1.42. So here we will neglect this negative value. We will move ahead with the positive value. So third part, the perimeter of the triangle, that is 6 plus, that is x, plus, that is twice of x minus 3. So here one is 6, x is 3.82, plus, when we multiply here, so it is 4, that is 4, 16, 1, 7 minus 3. So here it is 4.64. So when we add, so we have 6 plus, so here 4.64. So here it is 6, again 14, so 8.46. So the perimeter of this triangle, that is 14.46 units, right? If it is in meters, so it is in a meters, is unit. This is the perimeter of this given triangle. So we have calculated the perimeter. Now the last part, we have to calculate here the smallest angle, right? So it is obvious here that the side, this side is the x is the smallest side, because this is the greater than this x. So here we will apply the sine rule. We know that a upon sine of a is equal to b upon sine of b is equal to c upon sine of c. We know one angle, that is 90 degree, and the side opposite is 6, right? Or we can write in a opposite way, that sine a, we can also write in this way, that sine of a upon a, right, where a is the length, a is the angle, right, is equal to sine of b upon b. So in any way we can go. Let here sine of a, the sine of a is the small angle, the sine of this s is the small angle, right? This is the small angle here, let this is the small angle s, right? And the side opposite to it is x, and we can take one angle, that is 90 degree, and the side, so 90 degree, sine 90 is what? 1. Sine of 90 degree, and the side opposite to, that is 6. So we have the x here, substituting the value of x, that is 3.82, cross multiply sine 90 is 1. Sine 90 is 1. So we have sine of this s is equal to 382 upon 6, and the angle s here is equal to sine inverse 3.82 upon 6. So finding the value, we will find the angle s here, that is 39.54, right? So angle, the smallest angle of triangle, smallest angle, that is 39.5 degree, right? So this is the question 1, that is question number 51, and these are all 4 parts. First we have, with the help of Pythagoras theorem, we have applied this application of Pythagoras theorem, this equation we have found. Then we have with the quadratic formula, then perimeter, and we have found with the help of sine rule. With the help of sine rule, the angle, smallest angle is, that is 39 point. Question number 52 is related with the functions. We have one function fx, that is x minus 3x. The second function gx, that is equal to 10 upon x plus 1, where x cannot be equal to minus 1. And the last, that is hx, that is 2 raised to power x. So we have to find first part, that is hf of 8 by 3, second function gh at minus 2, g inverse of x, f inverse of fx, and the b part, that is write fx and gx as a single fraction in its simplest form. So question is very simple. First part, that is h, that is 2 raised to power x, and f of x, that is 8 minus, so here h of x at 8 by 3, so function that is 2 raised to power, that is x. So here we have the value, that is 8 minus of, or here you can substitute the value, that is 3x. Here we can again substitute the value of 8 by 3 here, that is 8 by 3. So here we have 2 raised to power 8 minus 8, that is 0. So we have 2 raised to power 0 is 1, right? So f of 8 by 3, that is 0, right? Or we can say h of 0 here, h of 0 indirectly you can write here that h of 0, that can written 2 raised to power 0 is equal to 1. Now we have the second part, that is gh of at minus of 2 here. So here what is gh? Let me, second part, that is gx and the hx, that is 2 raised to power x. So here the value of g h minus of 2. So here what is the value of, so g h at minus 2, that is 2 raised to power minus 2, that is 1 by 4, or it can be written as 1 by 2 raised to power 2 or 1 by 4. So here what is it? That is 10 upon, in place of x we will substitute the value, that is 1 by 4, that is 0.25 plus 1. So here this we have 10 upon 1.25, right? 10 upon 1.25. So when we take the LCM upwards, that is 1000 upon 1. So the value we can write further at, this is 125. So here is, so value that is 8 here. Now we have the third part, that is g inverse x, the inverse of function g. So what we have, this is the third part. What is g? G of x, that is equal to 10 upon, g of x is 10 upon x plus 1. We know how to find the inverse. To find the inverse, let y is equal to this 10 upon x plus 1 is the first step, right? In place of gx we are substituting, that is equal to y. Now interchange, second step is interchange x with y. X is here and y we have interchanged. What we have? that is y plus 1. Now solve this in terms of y. When we cross multiply, we get y plus 1 is equal to 10 upon x, right? Third step, just solve it, and here the y is equal, y is nothing, y will become the inverse of this function. So here y is equal to 10 upon x minus 1, this plus will become minus. So here what we can write? We can write that the inverse of this function, that is g inverse x, is equal to 10 upon x minus 1, or we can write that is equal to, that is 10 minus x upon x. So this is about the third part, and now the fourth part is f inverse of f at 5. So here this fourth part, what is the function fx? Fx is 8 minus of 3x, and now here we want to find that fourth part, that is f inverse of f at 5. So what is the value of function? If function here f of x, that is 8 minus of 3x, right? So again, if we have to find the inverse of this function, because it is f of two things. One is what is the value of f at 5. At 5, this is, substitute the value of x with 5. So we get 8 minus of 15, that is 7, minus of 7. So f of 5, that is the value of function f at 5 is minus 7. What is the value of this function? F at 5 is minus 7. Now how to go for inverse of f? So again, if I am going ahead, that is y is equal to 8 minus 3x, right? Interchanging, second step is interchanging x and y. So when we interchange x with y, so we have x. Now solve in terms of y. So what is it? We have 3y is equal to 8 minus x, and what is y? Y is equal to 8 minus x upon, that is 3 here. So what is the value of f inverse of f5? That is, this is nothing, it is the f inverse of x. Here we can write this is y, or in fact we will write this is equal to f inverse of x. So here that f inverse of x at 5, we have minus of x is 5, sorry, x is minus 7 here. What is the value? F of 5 is minus 7 divided by 3. So we have 8 plus 7 divided by 3. So its value, that is 15 upon 3 is 5. So what is the value? Value of, that is 5 here, right? So we have the last part. Write fx plus gx as a single fraction in its simplest form. So I hope you are clear with this fourth part. So this is about the question here. The last, that fx, f of x plus g of x. So what is fx? Here that is 8 minus 3x plus 10 upon, it is x plus 1. So here what is it? This is, if we are taking the one fraction here, so LCM is, that is x plus 1. So here it is into, that is x plus 1, and here it is 10 only. Now what we have? We have, that is 8x plus 8 minus of 3x here minus of 3x here plus 10 divided by x plus 1. So finally we have the value of fx plus gx, that is minus of 3x here, right? Minus of, this is 3x right? And here we have, sorry, it is minus and 8 is positive and 3 is negative. So here we will got plus of 5x and here plus 18 divided by x plus 1, right? So here this is all about the fifth part, that is minus of 3x square plus 5x plus 18 divided by x plus 1. Question number 53, A part, sub part 1. Here we have 3p square raised to power 5. So first part, when we open the bracket, that is 3p raised to power 2 whole raised to power 5. So what we got? That is 3 raised to power 5 p raised to power 2 into 5. So what we have? 3 raised to power 5. 3 into 3 into 3, that is 243. 243 p, that is raised to power 2 into 5, that is 10 here. So this is the first part. Second, when we have 218 raised to x raised to power 2 and y raised to power 6 divided by, that is 2xy square. So in second case, what do we have? That is 2 with 9, that is 18, that is 9. X when we divide, that is 2 minus 1, that is 1. And here y raised to power 4. So here what we are using, that is if x a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n, then we have a raised to power m minus n, right? Whereas the third, that is raised to power minus 1. So here it is 5. So fraction will change. How? That is m raised to power. Fraction is interchanged, m and m upon 5 raised to power 2. We are writing it positive 1. So what is it? That is m square upon 25. Right? So this is the third part. Whereas the B part, the rectangle is given and the area of rectangle is given. So first we have these two sides, they are equal side. B part, what we have? That is 5x minus 9, that is equal to 3x plus 7. Whereas area of the rectangle, that is 310 meters square. The width, W we want to find here, right? So we have to first find the length of this rectangle, right? How we can find? First we have to find the value of x here. So here, that is 5x minus 3x is 2x, that is 7 plus 9. So what is x? X is equal to 16 by 2, that is 8. So x is equal to 8. What is the length? The length, either we can put here value or maybe 8 5s are 40, that is 31 here. And here also 24 plus 7, that is 31. So according to question, the length into width, width is nothing here, width is W and length, that is 31. So that is, so what is W? W is equal to, that is divided by 31. So why? Because the length of the rectangle, that is 31. So here the value of the W is 10 units. The width of this rectangle here is 10. So this is all about the question. Question number 54. The first part is related to the circle here. We have the points A, B, C, D, E on the circumference of the circle, and O is the center. This angle ODE is 28 degree, AEB is 35 and ACD is 109 degree. Now the first part we have to find what is EBD, EBD and another is EAD. And the second part we have to work out for the angle, that is BEO. This is BEO. This angle we want to find. What is this angle? Right? So before that, OE and OD, they are the radius. So isosceles triangle, this angle will be 28 degree. Right? So in this triangle, EOD, if two angles are 28, 28, so what is this angle? Because we want to find EBD, so first here, that is 180 minus angle sum property. Sum of all these three angles is always 180. So we have, that is 124. What is 124? Now angle, that A part angle, that is EBD, is a half of angle EOD. The angle subtended at the center is always twice of the angle. So this is always equal to half of, that is 62 degree. Right? Similarly, the B part, angles on the same segment. Here we have applied, if we have an angle, so this angle at the center, that is 124. So angle subtended at the, this is always half of it. So it is 64 degree. So 62 degree. Now what is angle E? Angle, that is EAD. So angles on the same segment. If we have the 2 points, one is E and one is D. So all these angles, they are of same measure. Angles on the same segment. X, X, X. So here if X is 62, this angle is 62. So this angle is supposed to be 62 degree. Right? Now the second part, that is work for BEO. This angle BEO. So here we can apply the concept of cyclic quadrilateral, right? So here ACDE is the cyclic quadrilateral for second part. In this cyclic quadrilateral, we have, that is ACDE. What do we have? We have the sum of opposite angles. One angle is 109 degree. That this angle is X, which we want to find. That is BEO plus 35 degree plus X plus 28. That is equal to 180 degree. Right? So here, adding them, we can find this angle, that is BEO. So this angle BEO is equal to angle X here, that is 180 minus of, that is 13, and that is 1. So here it is 107, wait here, 5 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 100 and it is 35. So let's check here, one is 35, one is 109 and the another is 28. So here we have, that is 21. So 72 here. So 172 here. So the value of X, that is 8. So what is this angle? This angle is 8, right? Whereas now the second part of this question is related with the regular polygon. The interior angles is A11 times than the exterior angles. Let the exterior angle is X, right? And the interior angle is 11 times X. So according, we know this is always a linear pair of angle. So x plus 11x is always 180 degrees. So what is it? 12x. So what is the exterior angle of the polygon? Regular polygon is of 15 degree. So how number of sides? Number of sides, that is always equal to 360 divided by 15, right? So 15 here, 15 to the 30 and 24. Now one more part, sum of interior angles. We know the formula. If n is the number of sides, n minus 2 into 180. So here substituting the value for the second part, that is n is 24 minus 2 into 180. So our answer, that is 3960 is the right. 3960 is the sum of all these angles. Question number 55. For 20 biscuits, the ingredient, the butter required, that is 260 gram, sugar, that is half kg, the flour, that is 650 gram, and rice, that is 420 grams. So here we have to find the first part is, that is mass of rice as a percentage of mass of sugar. So here the rice, they are 420 grams, and the sugar, that is, so first, that is here rice, that is 420, and the sugar is, so its percentage, so here that is equal to 8, 40, 85, right? Second one, the mass of the butter needed for 35 biscuits. For 20 biscuits, how much butter is required? 260. So for 35, so the second part, what we have here, 260 gram of butter is for 20. So let 35, how much butter is required? That is x. So here we can go for multiplication, that is 2 on 20, that is equal to our x upon 35 here. So here that is 13. So what is this implies that? What is x? X is equal to 13 into, that is 35. So which is 13 5 is 65, 6 carry. So it is 445. So amount of the butter required for 35 biscuits is 455 gram. Now the third part is, if Michael is having 2 kg of ingredient each, so how much you can say maximum biscuits he can make. So he is having the maximum of flour, that is 650 gram ingredient required for 20 biscuits. So we will go ahead with the, because he is having 2 kgs of each, right? So here the maximum consumption is of flour. So here to find the third part, we have, that is total of, that is 2 kg means 2000 grams, and divided by, that is 20 for 20 biscuits, right? And here, here we have the flour. Its proportion, that is 650 here, because the main component, the maximum amount of thing which is required to make biscuit is flour here. Rest all are 500, 260. They are less here. So here 2000 gram upon that is 650 multiply by 12. Sorry, that is 20 is, we will find here, right? So here, what is it? We have 13 here. So let's check what is the value here. That is 4000 upon 5 4 800 upon, right? 13 9s are 13 8 the 13 7s are 91, 13 6 are, so here 78, right? 78 and 2 13 ones are 30. So what it is, 61 biscuits, right? So here next, the fourth part, that is about if the cost of the company, we get $1.35 per packet, right, and sold at 189, the cost of one packet, the profit percent they want. So what is the first profit? Profit is equal to 189 minus, that is 1.35, and always the profit percent that is calculated always on the cost price. The cost price is 135. So the percentage, that is 1.89 minus 1.35 upon 1.35 into 100. So here when we solve, so it is near about 40% here when we solve. So it will be, so here that is 4, right, and here that is your 5 into 100, right? So here when we solve, we'll find the profit percent, that will be 40%. And the last part, that is the SP, the selling price of $1.89 has been increased by 8% from the last year, right? So let the X is the selling price last year, and 8% is increased. So what we have X plus 8X upon 100, that is 8% of X, that is equal to 1.89, right? So here what we have here, that is, this implies that 108X is equal to, it will multiply here 189. So what is X? So the X here, X is equal to 189 divided by 108, right? So here the value of X, that is, it is near about $1.75. So this is all about the question, very simple question based on your cost price, selling price, and ratio and the proportion here, right? So here what we have chosen, X, let X is the selling price last year, and what is the relation between this year and the last year? The increase is 8% of X. So X plus 8X upon 100 is 1.89, right? So taking LCM, we have 108X is equal to 189. So X is equal to $1.75. So the last question, that is 56. We have given a design here. AOC is a triangle. Angle ACO, that is 78 degree. AC, that is 8 centimeter. And here one sector is given where OB, it will be again then 7 centimeter. This radius of the circular part is 7 centimeter. And we have given the perimeter of this design, that is 29.5 centimeter. So we have to prove by using the cosine rule that this OA, that is 9.47. So here we know that by cosine rule, this OA square, that is equal to A square, sides are, one is 8, one is 7, right? So A square plus B square minus of 2AB into cosine of, that is 78 degree, right? So here for this value we have 64 plus 49, that is 130, and the value is 23.29. 113 minus this value is 23.29 by taking the value of cosine 78, and after subtracting we will get it. This is 89.71. So what is AO? Is equal to under root 89.71, and this value we will find, that is 9.472 or 1. So what is AO? That is 9.47 centimeter, right? This is the first part. With the help of cosine rule we have proved that. Now second, we have to find what is the angle OAC. This is OAC, right? So here we have again the sine rule, 78 degree, OA is 49, and here let this angle is, or let it is same angle OAC. So we can, for the second part, we can go here for sine rule, right? For sine rule we know that this side, the angle here, the angle A upon sine of A is equal to B upon sine of B, right? So here this angle 178 and the side, that is OA, is given, right? So sine of, we can write, one is 9.47 upon, this is sine of 78, and here that is sine of, that is angle OAC, and the side, that is 7 here. So by cross multiplying, what we have, by cross multiplying we have angle OAC, right? Angle, or we can write in this way, that sine of angle OAC upon 7, or it will cross multiply. So here it is 7 into sine of 78. I am taking the reciprocal, divided by 9.47. So here the angle OAC is sine inverse of, here after solving we will get the value 0.723. So the angle here, the angle OAC, right? Here the value, that is 0.723, and the OAC angle is sine inverse of 0.723. So getting the value, this angle is 46.3 degree, right? This is the second part. Now about your third perimeter, the total perimeter, that is 29.5, right? This is 29.5. The perimeter of the design, that is given 29.5 centimeter. Now show that COB, this angle, that is 41.2 here. So here, first of all, we have to find this length of the arc, right? So here we have this 29.5 minus of 8 right, plus 7. So it is 9.47 is equal to the remaining this side, that is CBN. So it is left here with 12.03, or we can even subtract this 7 also, the CB directly, that is 5.3, because this length, that is also the radius, that is 7. So here, what is the length of arc? That is theta upon 360 into pi r square. R is 7 square, that is equal to 5.03, right? So here we are interested, here we want to prove that is theta, that theta is equal to 41.2 degree. So here we have this theta, that is here 2 pi r. Sorry, here this is not the area, this is circumference. Write down here theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Right, r is 7 here. So here it is, that is theta upon 360 into 14 pi, that is 503. So what is theta? Theta is 5.03 into 360 divided by 14 pi. And you can check substituting the value. It will be found that the value of theta, that is near 41.17. So here we can write that theta is equal to 41.2 degree, right? And we have the last part, the area of this shaded region, the area of, that is the total area of the design. So total area of a design is area of a triangle, area of, this is the area of the triangle plus area of this sector, right? So area of a triangle, that is half into the sides AC into OC, sine of the angle between them. So this area, that is half into 8 into 7 into sine of, that is 78, plus area of sector is theta upon 360 into pi r square. So here theta upon 360, theta is already, we have theta is 41.17, 41.2 divided by 360 into pi r square. Pi r square, r is 7 into 7. So here, after solving these, we will find the value of the area of a triangle, that is, one is 27.39 and the another area is, that is 17.16, right? So total area, that is 45 square centimeter or centimeter square. So this is all about the question here. This is the total shaded area here. This is the area of the triangle, right? And this is the area of the sector. Total area, that is 45 square centimeter. So this is all about the paper, August assessment, the subjective part. The one very important instructions for you people, while you are uploading these questions, you are just uploading only one pic, one page, right? Make one file either in the form of PDF, okay, in which you can take pictures, all 3, 4, 5 pictures, right? And then upload in a particular question, right? That file you can upload. What mostly students they are doing, they are just clicking or they are just uploading only a single picture. That's why you are not able to get good marks. So this is all about this question, the solutions of question number 51 to 56. I hope you are clear with the solution part. With this, Thank you very much. Work hard, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you very much.